Starts recording first. Okay, looks like we're good. We're good. All right. In high five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, what is happening, everybody? Q here with another and almost last episode of Project Unreal. I am so incredibly excited. Those of you who have been with us from the beginning, you have made it. You've made it through the breadth of season 1. We have one episode after this because, guys, strap in. This finale is a 2-parter. That's right. There was so much awesome in this episode that it just couldn't be contained in a single 30-minute episode. No, instead you get 2, hopefully 30-minute episodes. Maybe one 30-minute episode and one 10-minute episode, depending on how everything goes.
But it's gonna be epic.
It's gonna blow your socks off. Now, I'm sure you are wondering, GQ, who could possibly be guesting on this finale for season 1? Who could be good enough to close out the season with? And I'll tell you.
I was thinking that.
It's multiple people. Not one human being could have all of that power, right? Instead, we decided to go back through our episodes and have a best of reunion. So, I introduce to you, to my left, I think it's my left, I have the amazing Cortney Warner. What's happening, Cortney?
Oh, what's going on? I'm so excited to be back. I love everything Project Nerd does, so I'm very happy to be here.
You are almost a part of everything Project Nerd does. So
thank God. I would be mad if I wasn't at this point.
We have several other podcasts that I'm just looking for a reason to have you onto just because we enjoy having you so much.
I love it. Please keep looking for reasons. I'll give you more reasons. That sounds like a threat, but it's not.
I'll give you
Don't you threaten us with your talent.
Don't threaten us with a good time. I am so incredibly excited. Thank you so much for joining us for our finale. Now, with you, we have another fan favorite guest, and that is the amazingly talented and wonderful Mel Hyde. What's happening, Mel?
It's me. Oh, I'm just, chilling out, maxing and relaxing, all cool.
Shooting some b-ball outside of school?
I'm terrible at sports.
Well, you're surrounded in great company then.
Yeah. There we go. We can all be good at terrible at sports together.
Oh yeah. That's why we do comedy.
That's right. I'll give my next guest away. We have Jay from High Five the Podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Now, Jay, you I think are the only one out of us who actually has a history of sport balling. You, as a youngster, played a sport ball. Correct?
Here's the thing. As a youngster, I played too many sports balls. I was always the odd man out on the sports ball team, so everybody would be like at practice, they'd be like, man, the Colts of the defense and the pushing the things. I'm like, did you guys see that new Wes Anderson movie? It's spectacular. And they're like, go over there, you stupid nerd. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go block, I guess. Like that was my whole sport ball career, was kind of like, shut up with the movie talk and do your sport job. And I'm like, I'll be outfield, I'm left-handed.
I will say I did play sports when I was younger. I played a lot of sports, but I don't think I enjoyed any of them.
I bowled. Is that a sport?
It is.
Bowling
it is.
Bowling? Yeah.
Yes,
that's totally a sport.
Many middle-aged dudes would agree that yes, it absolutely is a sport.
So is golf.
Definitely,
those same people would likely agree.
Mm-hmm.
Me in high school would also argue chess is a sport.
Sport you have to
do
the mind. A
mental sport.
Athletics.
Psychology.
Queen's Gambit. Hello.
Mathletics.
Exactly. I'm a mathlete all day long.
Kevin G.
That's me, mathlete. Kevin G. Please. Yes. All day long. Okay. It's happening. I'm going to cut this part out of the episode, but yes, please. Speaking of mathletes, I want to introduce our final guest for the evening, and that is the incomparable Mia. Mia St. Clair, what is happening? How are you? It's been so
Hello.
long.
Oh my
Sorceress of the night. My goodness.
Oh,
you
indeed. At
got
least a little bit.
so dressed up tonight. I love
I
it.
did. I'd like
Eventually,
to.
if
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no. I was just gonna say eventually if we get the opportunity to cut this episode together in the video realm, then people will get to feast their eyes on your amazing get up for the evening. But if they don't, then we'll describe it to you with an explanation of what tonight's scenario will be. Now, as per usual on Project Nerd, the concept of the show is pretty simple. A rotating panel of Project Nerd personalities, in this case, that would be me, Jay, and Mia, are joined by some professional comedians. And that would be Cortney Warner and Mel Hyde. And
Woo.
you're all given a scenario, a make-believe sesh, if you will, of improvisation. Now, this one in particular is a little in depth. So I'm going to give some background on the concept of what is going on tonight. The idea, if I set the scene here, is that a kingdom is in turmoil. Times are fraught. A king, a wise, noble, incredibly handsome king.
Is Mia playing the king? Is Mia playing
yes,
the
Mia
king?
is
Okay.
playing the king. He's under siege.
You just
from
described it,
a neighboring kingdom. And so this king, this very wise and very Mia looking king, has gathered their noblest and most trusted counterparts to come up with a plan of how to combat this war, this impending war, if you will. And as per usual, I will not be divulging who is playing what character, other than Mia is not playing the king. I'm sorry, everybody. It's not happening. But that leads me to the next point, which is a description of what Mia is wearing. Mia looks amazing. She's very period ready, if you will. She's got like a hooded tunic of sorts. She's looking very dastardly. I don't know. I don't want to like give too much
Poison
away about
apple-y and
Yeah.
very
Tunic
poison apple-y.
tunic of sorts. I like.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Find that
I
in
wish I
the-
was wearing a tunic
Find out
of
that in the
sorts.
new LL Bean catalog. Tunic of sorts.
$399.
Be like a Bernie Sanders knitted mittens is how your
that
headpiece
needs to
looks.
be like a
There needs to be a
something
D&D
in-
item.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say that, like,
A hooded tunic of sorts.
or a Bernie mittens of Bernie.
Mittens of Bernie tunic.
It's the
I
modern day
definitely-
urban sombrero.
Yes.
I call forth mittens of Bernie. Roll
you-
for initiative.
Plus 10 healthcare.
Yes.
I block your mittens of Bernie with my GOP of ignorance.
God, your hairpiece of
My airpiece of fury.
My dripping hair color of Julie Rooney.
Ugh.
I play poorly timed trip to Cancun for 100.
For 100.
I play attacking Elizabeth Warren from Amazon for 500.
Are we okay? I'm the games are getting.
Sorry.
I know.
Yeah, I'm completely lost now at this
We're
point.
making it work. We
Jeff
improvise.
Bezos
That's what we do.
Jeff Bezos told Amazon to attack Senators Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders via Twitter.
And then he retired. He's like, I'm out of
Yeah,
here.
he's like, I'm over it. I'm done.
Drop the mic.
This is
I'm
my
out.
parting shot.
Yeah.
Now, guys, for those who have listened through the entire season, they'll recognize that Cortney, both you and Mel have been on previous episodes, as have Jay and Mia in various times. And I just want to say that I'm very excited to have you all back. It was a blast having you on the first time. I feel like this time we all kind of know what's going on. We know how the game works, and we can really kind of dive in and get weird and hopefully be funny. Maybe
I will tell
That's
you.
all. Yeah. The hope,
I've had
never the reality.
I've had a lot of time to recover from how terribly I did trying to figure out my Art of the Viking Siege class
God.
lecture. It was so horrible. I did so poorly. I've
Yes.
been getting hate mail since then. I nearly got canceled.
Hate mail.
God damn it! I've been recovering. I'm ready. I'm ready for tonight. Q. I've been
Round two.
iced in my funny bones.
Perfect.
Or whatever.
You're about to get canceled again. You better
God damn
watch
it.
your-
Yeah.
Now I do have to ask, if I could, well, I don't know how to phrase this. Let me start over again. I have to say that there are key moments from episodes that you've all been involved with that were maybe some of my favorite moments of this entire series.
Aw.
So I'd like to take a minute and I will dream sequence music this. And I would like to reminisce on some of Q's favorite moments. Now, first and foremost, Mel, Jay couldn't have picked a more perfect topic to discuss. The fact that you and I struggled in vain to try and keep the bit going, as I made the worst mistake possible. And in the first 2 seconds of our skit with Jay, I basically handed him everything he needed to be able to figure out exactly what he was doing. So the remainder of the time on the skit was us trying to figure out ways to lead him off of that and then back to that again.
It was a nice journey. Just kidding.
much like the ending of Lord of the Rings, it had several extended points where it could have ended.
Yes.
And much like the ending of Lord of the Rings, at the very end, I was sent to an island to live by myself.
But as I was editing that episode and as I was listening back to it, I was like, geez, man, right out. And for those who haven't listened to the episode, the idea was that Jay was was teaching a class on Viking pillaging and something.
The art.
The
art.
art.
Thank you.
Art of the Viking pillage or something.
Yeah.
The Viking raid.
And 2 seconds into the skit, I asked him if he was here to teach us how to play the new Assassin's Creed game on Xbox, which is, for those who don't know, Valhalla, which is a Viking game. So immediately I knew I had fucked up as soon as I said it too, because he was like, "Oh, am I here to teach you how to be a Viking?" And I was like, "Not exactly."
And they were like, no, not Vikings. I was like, well, I won't talk about Vikings anymore.
Ever again. And then we slowly tried to dance our way back to Vikings. And I remember, Jay, and I don't want to call you out, but I do.
Oh, no.
Call you out. At the end of the episode, at the end of that segment, it is maybe the most legitimately upset that I've heard you be. Because as it was revealed and as you figured it out, you're like, oh, is it the art of being a Viking? Which is what I said at the beginning. And we were just kind of like, yes. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm glad that you got me to say the entire title of the class. And I was like, all right, cool. And moving on to the next.
All words are no words. All words doesn't count.
It was so rough. And I think at that point, that's when I was like, maybe games aren't such a good idea. Maybe we just need to have characters that we can all just be weird with and not actually have to guess things. Because in that given situation, I don't know what to do. As a host, I was like, I don't want this to be like a 2-second segment and just be like, all right, you got it, Jay. Anyway, Mel, onto your segment.
It'd be like the warning in the commercials is like, do you want to be a millionaire? I do. Okay. End of show.
Oh, yeah, because
you can't really
is the
sell
question.
advertising with that.
Who wants to be a millionaire? Me. Roll credits.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay, excellent. I have made a grave mistake. I will say that it did make the rest of that episode, Mel, so interesting because at that point, then it just became a game of, all right, well, now that we've set the bar at you have to get the entire title right. Now I suppose that applies to everyone. It can't just apply to Jay.
Rules
And
are
so
rules.
when we were doing yours, I think we were doing physics theories of the Twilight Zone.
Right.
Yes.
And, normally in any given situation, Mel, as you started, we would have given it if you just got like, oh, I'm teaching a class about the Twilight Zone. And it was like, yes, all right, you got it, cool. But no, we couldn't. So we're like, you're like, am I in the Twilight Zone at one point? We're like, yes, but
maybe with,
what
like,
are you
equations and
doing
stuff.
there? What's happening in the Twilight Zone? So essentially what I'm getting at is I would like to issue you a formal apology for having to.
I need it in
suffer.
writing, please.
All right, well, that is coming.
You can,
much
check your neighbor's mailbox.
Hey.
Yeah, it'll be there. It'll be there. I promise.
4 to 6 weeks.
Did you have any thoughts on your experience on being on an episode of Project Unreal? Clearly, you're back again, so we didn't traumatize you too terribly, I suppose.
No, it was super fun. It was being in a social situation after this year is also cool, but like being able to kind of flex those I'm making stuff up on the fly and trying to be clever about it muscles. That was
you don't get to do that all the time, especially in
No.
a pandemic. Like,
Mhm.
yeah,
Bailey's
he
a
could
terrible scene partner.
He doesn't yes and for shit.
Yeah.
No, he's like, yes, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Oh man, well, good times. We appreciate having you back. Now that brings me to Cortney. Cortney, I can tell you this. Once again, we did a scenario where originally the idea was it was going to be a game, but because of what happened with Mel's episode, I was like, maybe we shouldn't do a game. Maybe it should just be what it is. And so that episode was Jay, once again, just Jay on this one, strong performance from Jay.
Yes. Agree.
I came back. I was rested. I had gotten some coaching.
He had stopped being mad. He'd calmed down. Everything was good. So that episode was Jay was selling us, and remind me if I'm off here, but Jay was selling us, and that was Mia and Cortney and myself and Jay was selling us via a Zoom meeting, windshield wiper glasses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Glasses. Yeah. And I dedicate myself to my roles. I had the windshield wipers
Yeah.
going
You committed.
the whole time, even though people are listening to it.
Yeah, nobody. That was just for us. No one
Yes.
had any idea that was happening. Now, I will say,
Gave me a
speaking of
great
committing
workout
to a
in my
role-
shoulders. I was like, "Ooh yeah," felt great.
Speaking of committing to a role, Mia really committed. So her character trait was that anytime someone said no, she sneezed.
Oh yeah.
And she committed to it so hard and gave such a performance that legitimately multiple times I even knew what the character trait was, but people thought you were just like having a sneeze fit. Like,
Yeah.
Jay,
I did.
afterwards we talked because it was so it wasn't like, a silly like comedic sneeze. It was just like
Yeah.
it was just like you were like
good
you like
ass
leaned
sneeze.
away from the mic and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
all right, I'm sorry, I'm back. I have really bad allergies and maybe COVID. But it was super convincing and fun, and I loved it. And Cortney, also another committed performance. You had to be in sing-song mode
Oh yeah.
the entire episode, which was just great. Anytime that somebody could be in like a permanent musical scenario, I am
I was gonna say that's right up
1000%
your alley
happy
there,
with
Q.
that.
Yeah.
Definitely. I would prefer like if that could be real life. If everyone was just forced into sing-song mode all the time,
It can be real life if you believe in
Make
yourself.
it.
Agreed. You can
Yeah.
make this.
You can
Whoa,
make
whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold on. Let's back this up. If I believe in myself,
Yeah, and you commit to it.
everyone
You can...
will be in sing-song mode.
No,
Here.
you got to do it and then hope that other people will follow suit.
Yes.
No,
You hope
No,
that they
here's
yes
the
and
thing.
you.
No,
no way.
No, here's the thing, Q. What you do is you get one of them their drones that
Yes.
that will fly around you. You have it carry like a little digital speaker, and then you
Uh-huh.
boom music around you
Oh.
at all times. And so that
Because
way,
a
it's
boombox
encouraging-
is just outdated.
well, you
Yeah,
can't
the
hold
boombox.
it. It has to feel like it's coming from the heavens.
Sure.
The heavens.
Has
Yeah.
to sure.
Yeah.
It has to feel like omnipresent music. Like
Yes.
a-
Yeah, and
like a
then
true
when
life
you do
soundtrack.
that, other people will be like, "Oh, I guess I'm supposed to join in," and they will.
Yeah,
Nanobot.
like flash mobs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At what point does everyone get together to learn the choreography, though?
They just
That
know
happens
it.
Like-
before.
They just know
They
it.
just-
I mean,
yeah.
have you not seen High School Musical? Have you not seen Les Mis? Like, they just know it.
Have you seen La La
You
Land?
listed,
Yeah,
listed
also
two-
La La Land.
you
Enchanted?
listed two very comparable musicals: High School Musical and Les Mis.
They're the same.
Basically
West Side
the
Story,
same-
same thing.
Basically
the
the
same.
same. Basically the same thing.
Yes.
Definitely.
Definitely
Get your
the-
head in the game and
They were
On
in
My
Red
Own
Republic.
are maybe
Yeah.
two of my favorite songs of all time. Are
they're
you
so
more
good.
shocked?
Can
Are
we
you
mix
more
them
shocked
together?
at the fact that I knew a title of a song from High School Musical?
Also, Les Mis.
Or-
I was
Thank you.
All in this together.
together.
See, you can do. Can you hear the people sing into that? You know?
Stars in.
Guys, listen, Courtney, I know that you're into organizing table reads. Can we organize a table read of High School Musical?
Oh my God! Yes.
Please.
I'm Sharpay. I already called that role. Sorry.
Sweet. No, that's totally cool. I'm into that. I want to do that, but
my
I would also like to sing the songs, even if it's
Yes.
not good. I want to like.
Want it-
Sing.
yeah.
But like,
I
You
At
want
can't
to
a
just
sing.
table
skip them
read.
in the script. You know.
That's
You
true,
gotta-
you can't.
It's a table read, but you just like sing and hum. I'm like, oh,
Right.
together.
And we can like maybe do some beatboxing instead.
Yes.
Acapella. We can do a little
Yes.
acapella style.
Or we could
I'm a thousand
Shatner
percent.
style talk sing them. Like we could just we could dramatically read them. We're all in this together, guys.
Once we know that we are, we're all stars, and we see
We're
that.
all stars.
You got to
Memories.
get your head in the game. Got to get your head in the game.
People are like reviewing and they're like, wow, I thought the fact that they brought a stutter to that character was really powerful.
That was
Wait
a
for-
strong choice.
Way to commit. That would be
Yeah.
fun. I think High School Musical's anniversary is in January.
Perfect.
And so
Shut
maybe
up.
we'll have time.
Yeah, I feel like
Know that.
Courtney has to pay attention to things
See.
like these. It's like part of her job.
It is part of my other job. 'Cause Mel watched The Great Mouse Detective because of me last night.
Yeah.
So good.
That's a
So good.
fantastic movie.
I love it. Well, I've
I love
seen
it.
it, but yeah, it's Vincent Price as Radigan.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's mesmerizing.
the musical
And I-
numbers still slap. I will
And
say.
I still remember like the orchestral part. Like I can
Yes.
sing it in my head. You know, da 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 da. It's like oboes and double reeds. It's great.
Mhm.
Well, and there's like legitimately scary parts. Like Radigan is a bad person, which is great.
Yes.
And
He
then the
kills
Rube
the
Goldberg
person,
at the
yeah.
end. Thank
It's
you.
terrible.
And then the Rube Goldberg at the end was always like, oh, this is like the first. I didn't know what a Rube Goldberg was back then, but like the mousetrap thing.
Yes.
I love those. And so seeing that in the
Unnecessary
movie, I was like,
large.
this is so cool.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily like Bond-esque bad
Complex.
guy stuff.
So
Mouse
good.
movies like defined my childhood.
Oh.
That
Rats,
as
rats.
Squirrel.
well as
Mouse Hunt.
yep,
Rival.
Willard.
Rival.
yep, American Tail. Yep.
Yep.
And the witches. The
Yeah.
OG
Oh
witches.
yeah.
I like
I've
that.
never seen it.
All right.
Oh, you haven't seen the witches? You actually
Ooh.
feel like you're
think you'd like it.
doing like a cosplay right now of
Mhm.
Angelica Houston's like
Yeah.
Grand Witch. A little bit. You have
That's a
kind of that
high
like
honor right
witchy
there.
vibe
Yeah.
going
Dirty
on
hair
right
and
now.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
She kills it in that movie.
She does.
And
She's
definitely we're
amazing.
talking about the Angelica Houston version.
Yeah, sorry,
and
Anne
not
Hathaway.
the new
You're
one
no
Yeah.
that
Angelica
we
Houston.
Oh.
are ignoring.
Anne
That we're just
Hathaway.
going to pretend doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
Look, we just talked about Les Mis, but Anne Hathaway. I mean, well, you know,
Devil Wears Prada, but that's it.
That was her.
It's good.
Hey,
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway, that was her moment.
That was
Les
her swan
Mis, That
song.
was her like.
It was. She won the Oscar.
She
Yeah.
was great. All credit due. She was great
Brokeback
in that
Mountain.
performance.
Yeah, she was great, but I mean, then you have in the next year, The Dark Knight Rises, and it's just like, well,
Nah.
okay, that's not her fault. It wasn't her fault.
Yeah,
I know-
I have goodwill towards her, but it's not like I could point to a bunch and be like, "This was amazing." But I have
agreed.
goodwill towards her. I feel like,
Yeah,
like
I want her to be
"Oh,
happy.
She's a good actress. Yeah. Exactly.
She's
I
a
want her
nice
to do
lady.
well.
Good things.
She's a nice lady. Don't
You're a
be.
nice lady.
I have one final musical that it just dawned on me that I would love to put forth as a
Mhm.
potential table read at some point. But this one almost definitively needs to be done in like dramatic prose as opposed to singing the songs. And I would like to put forth Cats
Oh my God, yes.
as a dramatic table read
I love it.
because I want to say things like Jellicle Cat very seriously. Like, I want to be like,
You have to have
We're
like
going-
a Liam Neeson voice, and
Yeah.
yes, I don't. So anybody who like I want to cast a Liam Neeson-esque voice.
I don't know
character.
anybody who has that kind of
I
a
also
voice.
don't.
Literally at all.
Damn
I know a
it.
lot of people too.
We can figure it
Yeah,
out.
Not to
but not
brag,
one of
but I know
those.
a lot of people.
Listen, I know like quite a few people.
Have
And
you
nobody-
seen my MySpace page?
Right? Have you seen it? Have you seen my
Well, the
Instagram
internet's so
followers?
broad, so you can just find somebody. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sure in the depths
Casting
of
call.
the internet.
I
Liam
tried-
Neeson voice alike.
So I tried to do a
Yeah.
casting call because I wrote this sketch of that was kind of an offshoot of New Girl, where it was a Schmidt sketch, and I was trying to
Oh,
find
nice.
someone to. Yeah, it's because Schmidt's deodorant is a thing, and it's a natural deodorant. Schmidt from New
I
Girl
have
would
that.
never wear
I have
it,
some.
Sure.
He would never.
so that's why I wrote like kind of a sketch about that, and I tried to find someone to play Schmidt, and I did like a casting call on Facebook, and everyone who replied, I'm just like, I don't like you.
No.
You're not funny. No, you
No.
think. And I mean, they're gonna listen to this and be
That's
like,
how
"Oh,
I'm on
he's a
dating
bitch."
apps. Like, I don't like you. You're great.
Ew, just ew. It's like such a great response.
Not like that's usually with dating apps. I'm like, not Liam Neeson, not Liam Neeson.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna go
Not
on dating
Liam
apps
Neeson.
and I'm gonna be like looking for Liam Neeson talk alike.
Yes, talk
Yeah.
alike, not look alike, but talk alike.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes.
Sam.
Who knows? He may be on Cameo. We could just like look on
Cameo,
there
yeah.
and like sign up for a
How
thing and
much
be like,
for
all
an
right,
entire
could you
song?
could you just
don't
sing
need to
this while
sing
I
it. We
record
ju-
it?
No, we
Yeah.
don't need you to sing it. We just need you to
Just
speak it
talk it.
dramatically.
As your character from Taken.
Yeah.
I have a special set of
Yes.
Jellicle
They are-
skills.
They help you get to the heavy side layer.
You know, I saw
down.
that. I saw
You're
that
going to
Carson
be taken,
Kressley.
members.
Oh, sorry. I saw that Carson Kressley from the original Queer Eye has a cameo. I don't know what you could possibly ask him to do, but I'm sure he'll do something for you.
He has
You'd
a
be like, "Do you
cameo
like this
account?
shirt?"
Yeah, he does.
Anyone
Carson
can have
Kressley has
a
a
cameo
cameo
these
account.
days.
You what?
I feel like anyone can have a cameo these days.
True.
My dog
I-
could have a
Guys,
cameo.
Guys, can we
Don't
have a
dog has a
competition?
cameo.
Can we all just start cameo accounts and just see who gets the most interaction on it first?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I
Okay.
don't like talking to my phone.
I think
Yeah,
you're
you're
right.
talking to your computer right now.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm talking to people in the computer, okay? I'm not talking to like
Yeah.
a phone that's it's weird to me.
There's
And then I have to like
people
listen
receiving
back
your
to
video. No, listen, I've seen enough cameo clips. I'm telling you right now, no celebrities listen back to their video.
No.
half the time
That's
they
why
barely
they get
make
paid
it through the
big
video.
bucks.
Yes.
Yep.
They're just like, hey, I think your name might be Brittany or John. I don't know. But anyway, happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Hello,
John.
this is Dolph Lundgren. I'm saying hi to Jamie, James, Jimmy, whatever. Happy birthday, Jimmy. Dolph Lundgren. Bye.
Oh, I
Dolph
thought that was
Lundgren
Robert De
sounds-
Niro.
Jay, impression master extraordinaire.
You
Robert
put that
De
on a business
Niro.
card. That's
Liam
very
Neeson.
marketable.
That's the thing is I always say who it is at the very beginning because you're not
You have to
gonna figure
introduce
it out on your
yourself
own.
as the
Yeah.
character. I'm Dolph Lundgren.
I'm Dolph Lundgren.
One of my favorite episodes of High Five was our 100th episode we did with Jason Marsden, who is like
Yes.
actually a legitimately good voice actor.
Yeah.
And the entire opening of that show, we decided was going to be, because he was there recording with us, was going to be Jay and I going back and forth talking about all the celebrities that we had joining us for our 100th episode, and doing terrible impressions of them. And then at one point he interjects and he's like, "Hey, I'm 90s icon Jason Marsden." And Jay's like, "Q, that was fucking terrible. Like that didn't sound anything like him." And then we went back and forth for a few more minutes doing really bad Jason Marsden
I
impressions.
love
I'm
it.
like, "Crikey, I'm Jason Marsden. So nice to meet you."
Have you seen the
And
Guffaw movies?
I was in Lion King too. I was.
But Jay did
God.
some of my favorite impressions ever on that episode. He did Danny DeVito by literally just being like, "Hi, I'm Danny DeVito, and I'm on this episode. Goodbye." it was so ridiculous. Like, it
incredible.
didn't even make sense. It was awesome. It's maybe one of my favorite bits that we've ever done.
I love it.
Hopefully people who are listening to Project Unreal enjoy that sense of humor and go check out the 100th episode of
I was gonna
It
say
was
this
a
is
good-
kind
it
of
was a
like
good
Marvel's.
episode.
This is like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You're just weaving all these like storylines together. And if you're a true fan, you'll be like, "Yep, I remember that. I was taking a shower when I listened to that episode."
Except for whatever reason, this cinematic universe is called the P in U, which is not necessarily, what we want to be.
You.
New,
I love it. No.
new.
Yeah.
PNU.
But the thing is, when Chris Evans picks up that old rusty hammer, it still gives you goosebumps.
Yes, agreed. And in the PNU.
In the
In the
PNU.
Everyone P in U.
Oh, you want a little PNU?
You want a little P in U?
Listen to my
Because
podcast.
we'll give you some. Right here. Project Nerd Network. That's like, I hope we could just all be oblivious. I don't understand. What's the joke? It's just the Project Nerd universe.
Yeah, it's just the
It's an
PNU.
acronym. I mean, I don't know why you guys are laughing.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
just
an acronym.
just someone get
NASA.
someone get
I don't
PNU. I don't get
Gooba. Get it?
I get
I'm
it.
going to be PNU this week. I love it. I don't know why
God.
Disney hasn't picked this up yet. It's perfect for Disney Plus.
I have a very random question about a very
Ask
random
away.
movie. I'm going to ask it really quick.
Yes.
Okay, so you said BP and you or something like that. Reminded me of Jeepers
PCU.
Creepers. On Jeepers
Oh.
Creepers,
Yes.
whenever they had the license plate, is it supposed to be eating you or beating you? Be
Oh.
eating you?
I think it's
I took it as
eating you.
Be eating you.
Be
Okay.
eating you. Oh.
But I
Yeah,
think they play that in the movie as a switcheroo because at first you're like, "Oh, beating you, ha ha ha, he's an aggressive jerk," and then at the end you realize you're like, "Oh my goodness, he's a demon and he's eating people's eyeballs."
Yeah.
I'm so happy I've never
Justin
seen
Long's
that
eyeballs, to be precise.
Oh,
One of
Justin
my
Long-
favorite Justin Long movies ever.
yeah.
I'll
was
be
like
honest,
his-
it's a good ass Justin Long movie.
Only second to Crossroads starring
It's
Britney
no
Spears.
dodgeball, but
I mean, true. It's
But
better
Alright,
than
you
Crossroads.
Courtney, you just keep bringing up things that we just need table reads of.
Oh my God, Crossroads. Oh my God. Okay, so
Oh.
Crossroads.
1000%.
Yeah, freaking. There were so many good people. Oh, Shonda Rhimes wrote that movie. Did you all know that?
What? It's in the
Whoa.
Shondaverse?
Yes, it's in the Shondaverse.
Wow.
Amazing.
I know.
They
Weird.
at the end of that movie, they get into a wreck
Talk
at the
about a
crossroads. They go to the Grey's
scandal.
Anatomy hospital.
Scandal. What? Talk about right to Bridgerton. The world's together.
oh,
I'm sorry.
Drop the
That
mic,
was-
Courtney. Drop the mic.
Hey, can I ask you guys a legitimate question? Has anybody watched Bridgerton?
Yes.
No.
Amanda did.
Don't
Okay.
bother. I mean, it's just
Okay,
like the,
well, that was her opinion as well.
yeah,
Okay.
the one episode is just them having sex and him pulling out.
Cool.
It's like the
Wow.
one whole
I don't need to-
episode.
I don't need to watch a movie for that.
What?
But
what Taylor?
we'll be here all night, guys.
So literally, that
Netflix.
That episode is they're married and they're having sex. He keeps pulling out, but he told her he's sterile. But like in the background, an orchestral version
chlamydia.
of "Wildest Dreams" by Taylor Swift plays in the background.
What?
That's
That's called an
disgusting.
anachronism.
Cool.
It's terrible.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Wildest dreams.
Dreams, while he's pulling out of her every time.
So basically, Courtney, is what you're saying is we need to have I need to have wildest dreams on repeat next time I have sex and see
Yes.
if
you
okay.
pull out,
Can we do a table
I'll
read
pull
of that
out.
episode?
yes, please.
I'm done. End of scene.
And
Okay.
the Liam Neeson talk-alike has to do with wildest dreams.
Thank you.
And you'll remember me standing in a nice dress.
That would
Perfect.
actually be pretty hilarious.
I have to
Oh
say,
my god! I gotta find him on a dating app, then I have to have sex with him. It's all coming full circle. This
Yes,
Liam
oh.
Neeson
No.
talk-alike.
After you have sex
Oh.
with Hosier, you gotta have sex with Liam Neeson.
That's on the. He's a nice man. Hosier's a nice man. I don't know if I could do that to him.
Really?
I don't
He
know.
He seems
He
like,
seems like he seems like a nice guy.
he's a pointy boy, as Mel.
He- He's
Mel and
he's
I. Okay, so for the context for Pointy Boys, during the Broken Record comedy show a couple years ago, Mel was taking time. I think you were
It was
and I
like
was
3 a.m. and
3
Courtney was on stage.
talking about the
Nice.
guys I'm into, and then Narado Moore yells out, "She likes pointy boys," and that was
So for the rest of the week, that was her thing.
And when I say I was talking about how I think Benedict Cumberbatch is attractive. You can see how he's a pointy boy, right?
He's a
Timothy
pointy
boy. Yeah,
Chalamet.
totally. He's
Yeah.
sharp
Timothy
angles.
Sharp
Chalamet
angles.
is very angular.
I love it.
He's pointy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love it.
James Vanderbeek is pointy.
Yes, Andrew Garfield also pointy.
He's pointy.
Mm. David Tennant pointy. But anyway, that's our joke is pointy boy.
Pointy boys.
I like that.
That's fun.
That needs to be your
I'm gonna be-
podcast.
I love
Yes,
just
and
like
also on my t-shirt.
opened my mind. I never even like connected all of those things together, but now I'm like, oh
Because
my
they're
god,
pointy.
I see pointy boys
like
everywhere.
a pencil or a tripod. Think about
Yeah,
it.
they're like
Man, David Tennant is a great example of a pointy boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Matt Smith also. I mean,
Yes.
have you all talked about Doctor Who yet?
No.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Not
Well,
with me.
Q,
I have in my
Q was
personal life
our,
quite
Q
a
was
bit.
our Doctor Whovian. Quite.
Doctor Who is like my version of the Real Housewives, like for a lot
my
of
God.
people.
We should,
Yeah, Q.
The Real
Q is
Housewives
all
of,
over the. Some,
we should start a
Doctor Who.
podcast called "It's Bigger on the Inside."
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
We
I
just
have like plenty of guests that would love to come on. I have a Matt Smith costume and I have the sonic screwdrivers. I'd wear it to like conventions and things. Anyway.
can I ask you this? Have you ever put Harry Styles in the Matt Smith costume?
he's a
Oh
pointy
my
boy.
God. No, I need to.
You gotta
I'm
do
saying-
it.
You're
How did
not
I
living.
never think about that?
That's a match
You're
made in
not
heaven.
You're not
It
living.
is. I have. He's currently dressed as a Gryffindor right now, so I gotta change his outfit.
It's time
my
for a
God.
wardrobe change anyway. Perfect.
Yeah, it's summertime. It's about
welcome.
to be summer.
Don't forget, fezzes are cool.
They are cool.
So says Harry Styles.
This is cool, and so am
Mhm.
I, Harry Styles.
Whoa!
I'm damned if you
That was
know
Harry
what I
Styles.
like
I
fezzes.
just-
Harry Styles sounds like Michael Caine. Are they the same person? Yes.
Michael Caine.
all I'm saying is I've never seen Alfred and Harry Styles in the same room together,
Agreed. And we never will.
and we never
Aw.
will
Why did
because
we wear a hat
much-
next to Bruce?
much like that tiny alien inside the
Like
Men in
Michael
Black
Caine.
head, that's how
Yes.
Harry Styles operates. Michael Caine.
Are you talking
His,
about Men in Black?
Face,
Yes.
face pops open, and there's a little Harry Styles in there, just like, oh.
Am I the only one who always thought that little alien looked like Christopher Walken?
No, I agree.
So they
Watch
like
it.
his face
Not anymore.
opens, and it's like, wow,
Hey.
close the door.
Oh my God.
It's drafty in here.
Will
I'm an
Smith,
alien.
what are you doing here?
Wow. Will Smith, I love your movie.
Even like
What's
his
that?
cadence when he talks, it's very Christopher Walken.
That's
see
fucking
that.
hilarious.
I'm trying to think of the line. The galaxy is on Orion's belt.
Ryan's
Belt.
Why does our face open, Master Wayne? So it can close on Christopher Walken again.
Wow.
God.
Put
We-
that
we
on a
did it.
sticker. Put that on a t-shirt.
Woo!
Universal
We did it.
Studios needs to call us to update their rides. We can just do the voices for them, please.
Listen, you guys are missing out. We have now formed a voiceover collective.
And
Voices abound.
we're
Yes.
we're
The
a voice.
PNU voiceover federation.
We're here.
Federation.
We're here to be in you.
PNU. I'm here to put the P in you.
A voice to be reckoned with.
Hey!
Did someone call for a little P in you?
How
Because
does
we're
difference in the
here.
force?
Oh boy. All right, cool. I think that actually I'm gonna use this as an edit point because we have now spent the last 40 minutes just
The P and
talking
U.
about nothing. This is essentially the Seinfeld of the
This-
Project Nerd Network.
I love it.
Yeah.
Which I love. So
What
this
is the
will
deal
be
of the
unreal.
PNU?
So, listeners, if you would like to hear us get very unreal, you'll have to wait for next week's episode.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
But it's gonna
Sorry.
be royal.
Yes. Royal Tenenbaums.
Roy-
Oh.
It'll be yes, it'll be the royal. We're doing a script reading of the Royal
Ro-
Tenenbaums.
Oh my God.
Join us.
I'm Margot.
Join us next week when we get sued by Wes Anderson.
Yes. Who wants to be Gene Hackman? Who wants to be
I love
racist?
like the way that Courtney's video is like so like if when she's right in front of the microphone, it's like this is not obvious.
I'm backwards, so I don't.
If
know
you're
how to-
listening, you can't see. So
how does this?
Whoa, whoa,
can't
whoa, whoa, whoa! We may have some listeners that can't see Mel. Jeez,
oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Mel.
Jesus, Mel.
they're surely
okay.
not watching the video, Mel. Jeez.
Insensitive.
But
Yeah.
also stop
Um,
listening to this while you're driving.
I'm turning my video off. I don't want to be associated with this right now.
I'm
I caught what
actually
you
out,
said.
guys. I'm taking
I'm
my
done.
name. This is
Thank
now.
you.
This is now an Alan Smithy production.
Down Alan's.
I am no longer involved. Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
All right. Here we are. It's next week. Amazing.
What?
How time works.
Time is a
For
flat
those-
something or something.
It's wibbly wobbly. That's what I heard.
Timey-wimey ball of stuff.
For those listeners who have
Love it.
braved the last episode and decided to continue on this journey
Thank
to
you.
an ancient land far, far away, we appreciate you. And as this is the last episode of season 1 of Project Unreal and potentially the final episode of Project
The
Unreal
series
ever,
finale.
PNU.
We get sued by everyone.
it's time that we get Unreal. That's what everybody came here for, and that's what we're going to give them. So right now, I'm going to send everyone who is participating their characters, their made-up traits. We're going to take a few moments, and when we come back, Cortney, Mel, Mia, Jay, and myself are going to stop being real and get very unreal. All right, so I'll edit this point out. So the setup is this. I am the king. My name is King Author. And I have assembled.
Sorry. I want to do like a New York accent, like King Arthur, or like a
Yeah, please,
Boston
do it.
King Arthur.
I'm into it.
Well, that's not my character, but I just wanted you to
Go for it. You can
can
do
make
it if
it
you
that.
want to. You can make
whatever
it
you
your
want.
own character.
forget about it.
Forget
It's the
about it.
series finale. Nothing matters anymore. So I am the king. Mia is playing the evil queen. What was your character's name, Mia? I don't have it pulled up in front of me.
I'll just say the whole thing.
Okay.
My character's name is Queen Malavir. I am the evil twin sister of Queen Guinevere.
Oh, sexy.
And she has come to declare war on our kingdom.
Yes. Oh, and my kingdom is called Germ Frantily, after German, France, and Italy.
German French.
Nice.
Frantically.
I very much
Frantically
Milo.
filled with germs.
Oh, so the U.S. in all of 2020.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Nashville. Woo!
Nash Vegas, baby.
Yay.
All right.
Getting
So
out
now
of
I'm going to
here.
bring us back in. And when we come back, we are all going to be. But what?
Joey.
What?
Joey.
We
I
haven't
got mine.
introduced that. We haven't introduced their characters. I just wanted them to know the basic premise of what was happening.
Okay. I'm so
Like
sorry.
why we were gathering.
Right. Gotcha.
Okay. And speaking of which, I never saw your butler in this entire
Yeah.
episode.
He hasn't come up. He's coming.
What a terrible butler.
Where's
I know,
your
very late.
fucking butler?
You should
that
you should
fucked?
stop paying him immediately.
Yeah.
I will use.
You should have him pay you.
Walks in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Send him
Dang.
back to buttle school.
Yes.
What?
Send him
He needs
back
to-
to
Butler.
Alfred, where he can
You
learn how to
must
be a
buttle
butler.
better.
He
Butlering
must
Academy.
buttle better.
Buttling.
Yeah.
He needs to go back to being a butler.
Buttling.
The Butt Academy.
Yes.
Oh, Courtney.
That's B in you.
Me and you.
Listen, I'm going to be
I
in you.
want, I want B in you.
I want to go to B and U so bad.
Courtney, you need to write the alma mater for B&U
I will.
right now. No, don't do it.
I want to. I'm a graduate of being in you.
Join
I
us
want-
as we join you, B in you.
All right. Are we ready?
I don't know. Wait, I think we have a second.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fresh out of B and U.
Good job, Butler.
That's
Way
amazing.
to buttle.
You're not supposed to rest the wine glass on the wine bottle on the wine
Yeah,
glass.
and you have to-
but it's
You're
fine.
fired.
You have to twist it.
Yes. So,
That's
Okay.
some basic bitch
Basic
buttling.
buttling.
some triple B shit.
Some basic bitch buttling.
How are the tannins?
Yeah. What do you
Oh,
taste?
it's a $5 wine, sweet as fuck. So
Well,
Oh yeah.
Is it a
Courtney can get
Lambrusco
you a good
or a por-
$5
oh,
wine.
girl? Let me hook you up. I consider myself the Antony of.
She's like the sommelier of Trader Joe's.
Yes, I love Queer Eye, so and I love wine, and so I think of myself as Antony, but like not as ripped. But it's
And
okay,
and nothing to do with cooking.
and
Just
not gay,
drinking.
unfortunately.
Sure.
Well,
Sorry
can't
to
win 'em all.
myself. Nobody's asking on either end. No one asks.
Oh.
It's okay.
All right, guys. Everybody, end of the episode. We'll see you later.
All right.
Don't play with us, Courtney. We Jay and I heard your story about how you shut down your
Oh
your
my God.
guy friends.
Oh
by
yeah, my God,
refusing to hold hands in the movie theater.
we're in Dunkirk.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Everybody knows Dunkirk, most romantic movie of them all.
Of all time.
He's like also a mildly successful like film, not like film person here in Nashville, and I'm like, oh well.
Even better.
I should have hung on. I should have hung
Even
on.
better.
I'm sorry.
He appreciates movies differently than the rest of us.
Yes, he does. He wants to hold hands. He
Unreal.
feels.
Courtney, this is a powerful moment. I need you just need to hold your hand for support.
Yeah, and I need to like. Well, my other hand is occupied.
What?
Sorry.
Someone jerking off trying to hold your hand, Courtney. Do I need to beat this one up?
Again.
Again? Courtney, what did I tell
At
you?
I know.
Dunkirk,
No, this
making
was,
out at Schindler's List.
I know.
You need to stop,
It was the
stop
Green
going
Hills.
to these war movies.
Green Hills Regal Regal Theater at Green Hills.
With your reclining chairs. And
Not
your...
yet. It was before reclining chairs. This was like in
Oh, shit.
2017. I know. Yeah. Anyway, I don't need to keep plugging this guy's work. He is very talented.
Well,
and
I
he's
don't want to
very
know who it is.
successful.
We don't have to know. I don't care. I don't care who he is.
Nobody
I
cares.
just want
I
to know
don't
what he
even care.
did. Want to know what he did.
Yeah, we all
and
just
why
know what he
it.
did.
Yeah, we know why he
And-
wanted to hold my hand.
And
Yeah. So we know, Guy. We know you're a big fan of this podcast and probably know that we're talking about you.
Yeah, exactly. From a
You're
date
famous.
from 4 years ago.
And all we need to tell you is we know.
We
okay?
know.
We know.
All right, knights. I'm gonna call a meeting
Like
here
fanfare.
shortly. I I like that. It's actually
It can't
wildly
change.
appropriate.
I heard the call.
All right, here we go. In high five, 4, 3, 2, 1. My strongest compatriots, I am so honored for you to join me in this dire time for our kingdom.
Oh, well, I was pretty busy saving baby seals, but I am glad to be here to take some time out of my day today with my trusty thrust.
This is a super serious matter.
It is Sir Gallivance and Merlinius. I couldn't my two most trusted. I'm so thankful to have you by my side. We're supposed to have another night here. I don't know.
I'm just a little frustrated that we're just like sitting on our asses and not like getting into action because come on, why the fuck are we here?
I'll
For
get
real.
into action with you.
We must discuss.
Sir, stab some more. Listen to me. This is a
Stab
very
first, talk later.
serious. This is
Come
a
on,
very
work every
serious time.
That's what
I can't
that's
tell
what
you.
she said.
Listen, the enemy is at our gates, friends. The enemy
Hello?
is here. Oh,
Hello.
They're literally. Hold on. Let me.
I
Hold
am
on.
here.
I'm gonna let him in. I thought the guard was gonna keep him up. Yep. Come on. Come on in. I suppose. Hey,
Did my
how's it
gate
going?
spell not work?
No, it didn't, and we need to talk about
I
that later.
heard that it broke
s-
down.
Hey, Malavir, so nice to see you. We were just hanging out, not really talking about anything in particular.
I think you're a bitch.
How are you? Well,
Queen
hey,
Malavir, thank
out.
you so much.
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
well,
How
Hello.
you doing?
Gallivance.
You're in my
listen.
way. I need to conquer your land.
Oh, you
Whoa,
can
whoa,
conquer
whoa.
my land any day of the week, girl.
those are fighting. I feel like that's an invitation. Not even an invitation. That is a green light. Go ahead, because we all know
Yep.
we use green lights right now. In
Oh,
what are green
yes.
lights?
Yes,
it's a
Gallivance,
fig.
stand down. I
They're
appreciate
part of my
appreciate
magic,
the
madam.
willingness to just jump into the fray. But as you can see, Malavir and I, we're good friends. There's no ill will here. Everything is fine. Our kingdom
Funny
is
man.
safe. Malavir, Mal, how's it going? How you been? How are things?
Why must you call me that? It's disgusting.
Because we're just two royal, very powerful friends.
She said she wants
hanging
to
out.
invade us. I think that's
I'm
kind
your
of. I mean,
sister-in-law.
I want her to
King.
invade me.
Yes. Yes,
King,
Melinius, yes. Mhm.
have you seen my wand?
Did you check your robe?
I heard he
What?
lost his wand inside of another.
Wait, no,
Gallivance.
no. Did you? Someone? Oh no, it's in my robe.
Sorcerer,
You were
are
right.
you?
You were right, Mr. King. It was in my wand. It was in my robes.
All right, Melinius. Thank
God,
you. I
sweetie.
appreciate. I'm so glad you found me.
Expel, Miss. Expel
No.
Miss.
Ow,
Uh-huh.
Merlinius.
Good
Please
job.
be careful when you're casting
That was-
spells. I've told you when you're conjuring in my general vicinity, I need you to be more careful. That hurt. It caught me right on the arm, and this is, I still have the burn here from last
that's
time.
his sword fighting arm. He's going to need that because clearly we're going to have some problems.
I'm sorry.
Offer.
It is. Yes,
What is this? What is this?
we're just.
Is he
I
even a
didn't-
wizard?
He
It
is.
wa-
He
it
is
was-
the
it was
finest
not
in the
meant-
land.
It was not meant as an attack. I was merely casting a protection spell for my king.
Yes, and unfortunately, it
Enunciation-
backfired, which doesn't happen often.
Mm.
Although it appears that I have many burns across my upper torso.
I have
Those
more
are from
burns.
other things.
You
I
can
have
say
even
they're
more.
from dragon. They're from the dragons. It's fine.
They are from.
We're not-
Yes,
We don't
it's
have
from.
to, we don't have to pretend
It's
that we
from
have
when
a
Sir Stabsmore
half-assed
and I were
wizard.
out just murdering dragons, just doing some dragon murder.
exactly.
Where are
know,
your
like-
dragons?
brave. They're dead because we murdered them.
Why?
We did.
Because they were dragons.
This
I
is why
agree,
Mal.
Conquering-
Dragon
Nice
murder
try.
is pretty. It's harsh, Mr. King. I kind of agree
That's-
with Mal on this one.
It's
Listen.
hard. It makes you sound tough, and that's what we need right now.
Hard.
Oh,
Knight stabs a lot. Did you take my wand? I have misplaced it.
That's what she said.
I feel like you put
got
it back in your pocket.
No, wait. It's here on the table. Sorry, everyone.
It's okay. It's all right. So Mal, listen.
Yes.
Your sister told me that you were coming by for Easter, and that's fine, and I understand. But listen, you and I, we've kind of butted heads for so long. It's time that we just kind of bury the proverbial sword, if you know what I'm saying. Like, we just need to just relax, just calm down, just understand that we both have kingdoms that are equally as cool, even though mine is like a little bit bigger and better, but it's fine. Like that shouldn't get between us.
What is the name of your sword again?
Exasperate.
Right. And what exactly makes you think that is the sword worthy enough to rule a kingdom?
Well, first off, a very soggy lady gave it to me. I was on a walk.
The lady of the
That
lake.
doesn't
I'm
help
familiar
you.
with her. That's
It
pretty
was-
big
well,
deal. That's a
not
pretty
of the
big
lake,
deal.
it was
I'm
more-
gonna say
it was-
it's a pretty big deal.
Well, listen, Millennius. It was less of like a lake and more of like kind of a creek. It was more
Canal,
like
a
a lady-
canal, if you will. Canals
Sure.
are strong. Yeah,
Is-
canals
Sure.
a strong body of water.
Is it?
It
That
was-
All right.
strong
Yes, it
swords
was.
come from.
It was a canal. All right.
I'd like to
Okay.
be in your canal.
I mean,
Wow.
canals. Ooh, okay.
Wow,
That's-
Gallivants.
all right.
Listen.
I'm just saying, I've been in many canals, even 3 this morning, and I am ready and empowered to keep going.
Gallivant.
So clearly we have a
I
knight
don't
that's ready
see
to
it
just go
talking
into
about
action.
canals.
I am ready to take thrust and thrust it in.
The
What is thrust? What is this thing?
Thrust is my sword.
Oh, sure. Got it.
I like to thrust
Okay.
my sword thrust into things. Is
Wow.
that a crime?
No, it's
Maybe.
not.
Yeah,
It's what
depends on
swords are
who
meant
you're
for.
thrusting
Swords
it
are
into.
meant for
It could- wait,
stabbing,
hold on.
not
As the
burying.
king, it could definitely be a crime, potentially. I'm just
I
saying
mean,
there is an opportunity depending on who you
Heavy
are.
is the head that wears the crown. That's all I'm
Is that
saying. I mean,
how
Mal,
Thank you,
Mr. King,
Merlinius.
it's all Arthur, the
I-
king, Miss Mal. It could be whoever. It could be whoever. But it's a heavy crown.
I'm open to
Asses
anything.
are meant for kicking and not kissing. Thank you.
Is that how it works when you rule a kingdom? Do you do that
Yes.
It could be.
Occasionally,
occasionally?
from time to time, I suppose.
Is there anyone missing from this party?
Yes, there are 2 knights who
Ugh.
one is dead.
Idiot.
Unfortunately.
Oh, did I
Rest in
kill him?
peace. I
No,
don't know.
he
No, it was an accident.
unfortunate-
Okay.
No,
He
he
was
accident?
unfortunately sleeping on his banjo, and a dragon sat on him.
Yes, it was,
And that was-
definitely- and
that
that
was
is why I
henceforth
went murdering
dragon-
dragons.
dragon.
Now you understand. See?
Yes, sir.
We had to
Sir,
avenge our friend's death because what we
Mm.
do is actionable actions.
Sir Garth Brooks.
Yes.
Sir Garth Brooks will be remembered very fondly. He had friends in all sorts of places.
High and low, mostly
Yes.
low.
Yeah.
And the thunder goddamn roads.
But it turns out it wasn't thunder at all. It was actually a dragon sitting
Who's that
on
on
him.
Mhm. So
He-
if dragons
killing
can
him.
slay you so easily, I guess I should be able to.
Yeah. But no need, right? Your sister and I are like, we're a power couple. You know,
My sister's the
no
worst.
need. No, we're like super
Kingdoms
cool.
should not be built on relationships. They should be built on
On love?
Brute
Is that what you're
strength.
going to say? On love? Castles should be built on love?
Nepotism.
seeds should be sown with love. But
They
that's
are.
beside the point.
All right.
I would totally
You're-
cast.
I'm
I
going to
would
be honest,
totally
Step
cast
some more.
you
I
out
had
if you
no
were the
idea.
spell.
Yeah, and be careful because he might accidentally even if he doesn't
I'll
mean
do it.
to. Like he
Okay.
may
I'll
just
do it.
by accident. Be careful. But I'm gonna say, Stab some more. I didn't know you were such a green thumb. That's news to me. That's
Sir,
news.
Oh,
Stabs.
I know Stabslot has a green thumb and has been places.
Mm,
Gallivant.
I feel I have to be well balanced. I like Like,
Stab some more. Could you please explain why Gallivant seems to be under the impression that your thumb has been places? And
why
say
is it
that
actually
with air
green?
quotes. Why
Wow.
is it green? Elves.
Why is it green?
Oh,
why is it green?
that's a dark time in my life that I don't feel like
How
going
dark?
back to
Darkness?
visit.
How
It's,
dark is it?
I've grown since then. I've had
Yes.
some
Have you?
long, rough.
I'm growing
nights.
right now.
Ooh.
Guys.
Everyone listen to
Everyone.
Merlinius. I'm sure he has something very wise to say about this exact situation. Merlinius,
Has any-
my most educated. How?
Yes.
Please,
Educated.
Has anyone seen my wand?
Merlinius. For the last time, it's in your pocket. I
Pocket.
saw it there.
Oh,
It was there when you asked the first time.
Or-
it was
or are
there
you
when
just
you asked
happy
the
to
second
see all
time.
of
I'm
it?
going after you first, Merlinius. I'm going after you first.
No, don't.
Yes. You're gonna try to aim at me, and you'll end up hitting Arthur.
No, I would never protect
He-
it.
Ow! God bless Merlinius. Ow!
It's
Ow!
the
Ow!
enunciation.
Hold on. I've got to walk.
The
out.
enunciation is difficult.
You can't
Okay, yeah.
do spells with a lisp. I don't know how many times
Listen.
you've.
It's my calling.
Listen, stab some more. That's very ableist of
I'm-
you.
I'm just
Here
gonna
in
say-
this, in my
Honesty.
kingdom,
This is an
my
honest
kingdom,
chamber.
we are
And-
a full opportunity council, and
We're,
that
we're
is
in the
why.
cone. We're in the cone of
Yeah.
truth right now, so I think
Yes.
The cone of truth, yes, but at what table?
Table,
Yours.
Table-
with the
table
square
43.
table, of course. I
The-
mean, this
with the-
is the world-renowned square table, Mal.
Yes.
Rhombus
You know, you
table.
got it.
It would
You got
be
it for
a,
Gwen and I for our wedding. You,
The
Yes.
royal
a
rhombus
hexagonal
from you.
table if our other two knights were here.
Hexagonal. I thought it was the
would
rhombus.
be. It was. But
This
it
is
was,
a desk.
thankfully there's a
How
good
many-
expansion
Wait,
leaf
it
in the
is.
table,
How
so we
many
can make
sides
it as
does
big
the
and small as
rhombus
we
have?
need.
How many
Four.
sides does the rhombus have?
4.
That's 4.
4?
Does it? Yeah.
yeah.
Is that
So
right?
It's
Yeah.
a rhombus. Turns out
All
this
right.
table is a
It's
rhombus.
Wait,
the quadrilateral
knight
table of
the
justice.
rhombus table.
Wait.
Exactly. What
Yeah.
Stab Some More said 1000%. And as king, it is so. Mal, what can we do for you?
Could
Can I
you
get the left side of the country, please?
Say what?
The left. I just want the
Your
left.
left or our left?
You want the left?
Yeah.
But do you, if I'm facing the castle or I'm looking away from the castle?
Stage left.
Sir, we don't
I
like
just-
the left
Like
side.
what's left? Or like just
Like
any left?
leftovers or
Just
Right.
the
just
left.
whatever the left is.
Whatever the
Everything
left is. Well, the
in
left
whatever
in
the
that
left-
case.
The left
In
has
that
all the
case-
crops and all the livestock. I understand.
Listen,
That's
all right.
why you want it.
I
Everything
see,
you own in the box to the left. I understand.
Oh my
I
god.
see, I see that the only way to reach some sort of truce is with an offering, right? And that is
Of the left
why,
side?
and in no way will I give you the left side, but I will give you something equally as good. Merlinius, you may go with Mal.
Wait, sire.
Equally as good.
Yeah, he's great. He's
I'm
such a good
honored.
wizard.
No, he's going to injure me
He's
now.
very talented.
No,
This isn't
no.
fair.
He
No.
curves
This-
to the right. It's fine. He'll miss you every time.
I
Mm.
object.
This is a truth of epic proportions.
Yes, he
I
is.
like curving to the left. Makes it more. Just,
See, exactly.
Yeah,
If you curve to the
good.
left, you're
Only-
technically getting
yeah.
the left. So technicalities work here.
Yes. Turns out he is a lefty. as
And he's
well, also.
left-handed.
So
Mm.
Let's get out of here. Opinius.
No.
Oh, shit. Where's my wand? Do you have my wand?
Oh, it's in your pocket.
In your
And you
pocket.
are happy
No,
to see
it's
us.
not.
I've
It's
checked.
not. It's not in my pocket. Oh, here it is.
The
Yeah,
other
you're right. It was in my pocket.
So Mal,
Okay.
again, thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate it. You may take Merlinius back with you.
Hey,
Gallivant
guys.
and Stab Some More and I will just keep hanging out like we were. Just
I'll be back.
talking, not at all about
Mm.
any sort of
No, not gossiping
Oncoming
at
war.
all.
no.
We
No, we
don't.
were all just saying how cool Queen Mal is.
How pretty you
So
are.
Just
nice and
so
fun.
strong and
You doing some real hot girl shit out there.
secure in your femininity.
Mm.
Yes.
Can you
You're
make
not-
sure
Goodbye.
my room in the castle had the hot tub?
What?
He needs a bidet too. Did he tell you that? He needs a
Hmm.
bidet.
There's a
That's his-
problem.
Thank you,
When I said he was a lefty, it's because his righty don't work so good. So
Let's go.
Nice.
that was good. That was
That was
fun.
fun. That was really fun.
That went to all sorts of places I didn't expect.
That
I
was
love
good.
it.
Just like Mel's thumb, apparently.
Both of them.
I was like,
We've
what?
been in all sorts of dark places.
Mm. She has friends in dark places.
Aw, well,
My thumb
Oh,
has
man.
friends in dark
so happy that
places
you
of anus and mouths.
Yeah, your wine actually like accentuated your character.
Agreed. Yeah.
I
And,
yeah,
like,
I
you
like
just
it.
walked in with a chalice.
Why?
I did.
That's how like relaxed you are when conquering another kingdom. You're
Yeah,
just like, hey,
so-
what's up, guys?
I specifically designed my character to try to conquer all, but knows nothing about ruling. So she rolled ones on trying to
Asking.
convince you
Come
guys to
on.
take things.
Like that's the whole like
Her
negotiation.
persuasiveness
Come
is at an
on.
all-time low.
Fact.
Powers of persuasion is -3.
Oh no.
Like she
Roll
walked in pompous and left angry.
And left with a new best friend.
Aw.
Whenever I go to Sephora.
Aw.
Oh, I
You
like
walk
that.
in pompous and leave with a new best friend.
Yeah, like whoever's helping me do my makeup, I'm like, oh my god, we should get
You
lunch
walk in with
here.
wine and walk out with a wizard.
Yes. If only that would be a hell of a trade-off.
That's like they say March is like in like a lion and out like a
Like
lamb.
a lamb. Also,
Yeah,
the
it's
Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh,
In
there
with
you
a
go.
wine and out with a wizard.
Oh, I just realized I missed the Ides of March. I always point that out every year, and I missed it.
Aw,
I
damn it.
fucking
just
always
makes
want to
me
watch
feel
that
very
Ryan
smart.
Gosling movie.
Isn't George Clooney also in that movie?
I think so, but
yeah.
it's a Ryan Gosling movie in my head.
Yeah.
But
You know
yeah,
what
I
else is
think
a Ryan
George-
Gosling
I-
movie?
The
Never
Notebook.
mind.
What?
I was gonna say Remember the
Between-
Titans.
Oh.
Yes,
Is it?
it is because he's the dude from California.
Yeah.
No, he's
Oh,
not.
nice.
No, he's
Oh,
not.
He's
You're
not.
right.
You
You're right. I messed
stupid.
up. He's not. But
He
he is.
caught
In,
himself. It's good.
he is in that. He is in that
I
movie.
do
but-
know Denzel Washington is in that movie, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
as
Ah,
is Ethan
nailed
Suplee.
And the guy that
That's
played
right.
Opie in
Yeah,
Howard.
Sons of Anarchy.
God Rest His Opie Soul.
Oh,
Oh, not
wait,
Ron
is
man.
Howard.
no,
yes,
no,
Ron
no.
Howard.
Different Opie.
No, I said Opie in Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, I think you said Opie, and I'm like, do 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 do.
I do
Opie-
really like
the
the
two
idea of
The two
of
Opies
Ron
meant
Howard
very different
being in
ends.
Sons of Anarchy.
I would love nothing
That
more
would be
than Ron
great.
Howard as Opie.
I would hate to see Opie get his head smashed like Andy Griffith's Opie.
Yeah,
That would be too. That sounds like a Robot Chicken skit.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
walking-
Papa,
they're
what are
walking
they
to-
doing to me?
They're walking to fish, and Andy Griffith just is holding up a big stick.
No.
And you have Barney
has to
Fife
be
in the
Opie
corner, just
in
like,
the
oh,
prison."
sir, I don't know what you do. Well, golly gee.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah, what's John Knotts doing?
Is he dead?
Hang-
think
yeah,
he's dead.
yeah, definitely.
He's
For
being
sure. It's
way
like-
dead.
Yeah.
like super dead.
He is like what Mr. Something and the Ghost. Like he's the ghost now.
Yeah.
Yes.
You say Mr. Something and the
Chicken?
Ghost?
Is it Mr. Chicken and the Ghost?
I think it is Mr. Chicken.
I like
and the
Mr.
Ghost.
Something and the Ghost.
Yeah, Mr. Something. It's just like Curious George and the Man in the Yellow Hat. It's the same
The
vibe.
Ghost and Mr. Chicken. I had it
Wait,
backwards.
so is the man in the yellow hat a ghost? What is the conspiracy theory with Curious George.
Oh, I don't know about that. I can tell you about the Sherlock, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle conspiracy that
Yeah,
I
because
told
you said the Jack the Ripper thing.
Okay, so people think I had to do this. So for my other job, I write scripts for like YouTube videos that are like
Nice.
behind the scenes on movies, but they're mostly just Twilight and stuff, which I'm thankful for the job. I don't like Twilight.
I watched the Twilight one.
You did? Thank
did.
you.
Yeah, totally.
Did you learn anything new?
I didn't know anything about Twilight, so I did.
Yeah,
So the
you
answer is
learned
I
yes.
learned on that scale alone. I learned 100% more than what I knew.
I appreciate you watching. So the next one I had to do was about The Irregulars, which is the new show on Netflix,
Oh,
which
sure.
is about Sherlock Holmes. And so I had to do a comparison of like all the other modern adaptations of Sherlock recently, like BBC Sherlock, Holmes and Watson.
RDJs.
Yes. RDJs and Enola Holmes, all those. Elementary kind of covered all that stuff. And I found out during my research that there was a theory that people think Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was Jack the Ripper.
Sick.
Oh.
Right? Because the only two reasons are because it was around the same time period and he studied medicine. That was the only
So that's the
justification.
only two criteria that you need to be Jack the Ripper.
That is true. That's fair.
Any doctor in the
1800s.
1800s?
1800s, yeah.
That's a long period of time.
Yeah, that's true. I personally think Jack.
I think it was Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Oh, well, that
No,
makes
wait.
sense.
He wasn't Jack the Ripper in the movie, was he?
Was there a Jack the Ripper movie?
From Hell.
From Hell.
Have you not seen it?
No, I've never even heard of it.
I never heard of it.
Yeah, he goes and does opium, and then I guess he kills people. I don't fucking know.
No,
Maybe.
it
No,
wasn't
he's-
him.
He's
But I
a
like.
detective.
He is a detective. He's actually the complete opposite of
He
Jack
does
the
opium
Ripper.
and kills
He is
people. I don't know.
the person who catches Jack the Ripper.
Oh.
So he catches Sir
Although-
Arthur Conan Doyle.
Although I really do like the idea of like a what's that? What is that? Like a
I was thinking of Secret Window because he was.
yeah, that's what I was
Brian-
gonna say. A
Secret
secret
Window.
window version of From Hell. I'm super into that. Turns out nobody else exists, and it's just him like battling with himself. Jack the Ripper is him.
Oh, that
Fucking
would be
into
great.
it.
Yeah, I'm into that.
By the way,
Mm.
anybody who hasn't seen The Secret Window, actually a pretty good movie.
Good to
Came
know.
out a long time ago. Nobody saw it, I don't think.
Which
Mm-mm.
one?
Secret Window?
I've seen
Yeah,
it.
I've seen Secret Window with John Turturro.
Yeah, it's good. It's
I've
actually
not
a pretty
seen
good movie.
That's what the
Jay,
sunflower.
have you seen Secret Window?
Oh, his mic isn't working.
Jay, did we lose you?
He says his audio cut out.
Oh
Ah.
God.
Womp womp. All
That
right.
sucks.
Well,
On that note,
What a way to
Uh,
end.
I appreciate you guys very much being here for the season finale. Thank you so much for joining us.
Whoop.
Second round, as if first round wasn't enough. You guys are gluttons for punishment for sure. Can I please invite both of you to plug anything that you have going on, anywhere that people can find you, see you, learn more about you? Cortney, go first.
All right. I have a podcast myself, and it's called Murder She Joked. It is an improvised, untrue true crime podcast, and you can find that on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever podcasts are. It's a good time. I have some another satire piece coming out on Flex Magazine pretty soon. I don't have the date on that, but just keep checking. My website is CourtneyWarner.com. That's Cortney with no U, because I don't need you. And my Instagram handle is CourtWarn13. Again, no U. And also not the rest of most of the letters in my name are not in my Instagram handle, to be honest.
Yeah. She doesn't
beyond-
need the U because we put the P in you.
We
for
put
her.
the P in U.
full circle.
Oh my God. I love it so much. And I feel like I have something else coming up, but I honestly don't remember. So just follow me on socials and I will certainly remember.
Nice.
Thank you.
Of course, Mel. What do you got going on?
Oh man, I picked up like 5 side gigs, so because
So much.
why not? I'm half vaccinated. Let's fucking go.
Let's do it.
So tomorrow, Wednesday, March 31st, I will be hosting the 5th episode of Twitch and Bitch, which is a streaming comedy show based out of Queen Ave Collective right here in Nashville, Tennessee. You can see that for free at twitch.tv/Queen Ave Collective. I also do my own Twitch stream. I haven't done it much lately because I've either been hungover or out of town. You can see me on Twitch at twitch.tv/MELHY19.
You can hear me. I can't hear you guys at all.
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we can hear you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, now I'm thrown off. I will be
Well,
starting to do ghost tours with Ghost City Tours here in Nashville. So if you guys want to do ghost tours, I will be a tour guide.
Hell yeah, ghost tours. Yeah.
And I also now work at Rose Pepper. So cool.
Oh my god!
Get
I'm
some
so
very
excited.
strong margaritas.
I
will
will be
say-
there.
I had the best carne asada I've ever had in my life at Rose Pepper one time. It was
Yep.
super good.
They're so good. Mel and I actually have gone there pretty often together.
Yeah, now I work there, so it's
so I
like
can come visit you and we can watch Die Hard on the TVs like we did last time.
we could. They've had a Infinity War and Endgame was on the other day, so
Oh
I
my
was watching like
God.
all of those, and
Nice.
then they always have really good stuff on the TVs, things that
I
aren't
agree.
sports, so like movies.
Yeah, I remember
Nice.
The Fifth Element was on at one point, and when I was there, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, what's it? The Pacific Rim was on the other
Pacific
day.
Rim.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah, it was pretty neat.
Quality. Mia, St. Clair,
Yes.
where can people find more about you?
They can find more about me on Instagram at the Every Model. 2 E's. The Every. 2 words.
She's
You can find me on TikTok under the same thing. And I'm here with Project Nerd. I'm a part of the High Five, the podcast.
Yeah, you are.
I have a Patreon, patreon.com/
Aw.
Every Model. And I had something else, but I can't quite remember. Oh, yeah, my personal account's just for me. So there you go. None of that.
Nice. Perfect. Jake, can you hear us? Net yet? No, you can't. All
You
right.
can
Well,
text it.
speaking
words.
for Jay,
Say words.
that's okay. I'll talk for him.
Yes. Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
No.
I cannot hear you guys at all.
Okay. Well,
But-
goodbye. All right. So, for those who are interested in where they can hear more of Jay, he can also be found on High Five the podcast. He is also the chief of production of Project Nerd Industries. So he is the guy making all of the stuff happen. And for those who just can't get enough of me, you can hear me here on Project Unreal. You can also hear me on High Five the podcast. You can also see me on The Last Word as a host of that show. And I am your chief operations guy for Project Nerd. So anywhere Project Nerd is happening, I guess I put the P in you. I'm not 100% sure.
Just call my name.
And I will be there. So thank you, everybody. Again, this is the end of season 1 for Project Unreal. Stay tuned. We'll be off the air for a couple months, and then I assure you we'll be back with a
Time
better,
for Halloween.
bigger, badder season. So in the meantime, navigate to other Project Nerd podcasts. We have a whole plethora. I think that we're up to like 12 shows now. You can also go to Project-Nerd YouTube channel, where we have a whole bunch of awesome video series kicking off and playing for you. They're really, really great, good stuff over there. And then, as always, make sure you navigate to project-nerd.com for all of your nerd news and all of that fun stuff. So until next time, keep it real.
Yay, that was so much fun.
Yay, we did it.